We've heard from John from San Antonio that the Republicans have a marginally good chance of taking over the House and that the Senate is sort of a draw at this point. The amazing thing is what the Republicans are running on. Here is let's just take the first part. I mean, Bernie Sanders was great on CBS this morning, but the assessment of it's not even an assessment. You have a reporter who's a fairly straight down the middle reporter, this guy, Tony Dubakal, who is just essentially recounting the interview he did with Rick Scott yesterday. Mm-hmm. And Rick Scott laid out, and he's just summarizing what the things are that Rick Scott was saying that the Republicans were running on. Okay, go ahead.
Election Day 2022 is just 6 weeks away at this point, and in some states, voters are already casting their ballots. According to the latest CBS Battleground Tracker poll, here's where things stand. Republicans are still very likely to recapture the House of Representatives, but Democrats do have some momentum there. Over on the Senate side, that remains a true toss-up with close races all across the country. So, what should Democrats be focusing on between now and November? Let's talk to an independent about it. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont is here. Senator, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
I sat down just the other day with Rick Scott, a Republican senator, and he talked a bit about the Republican priorities. They are saluting the flag, learning that America is great, education. They don't want people asking about race or ethnicity on any government forum. That's their second priority. Immigration is 4, crime is 3rd. On immigration, they want to build the wall, and they want to end what they say is immigration without assimilation. That's the Republicans.
All right, stop it right there.
I mean, Bernie.
Stop it right there.
Bernie looks like he wants to die.
I mean, go back. Like at first, I thought he was just sort of like throwing, but he was literally numbering them. Mm-hmm. And the number one priority as articulated by the chair of the Senate Republican Election Committee, Senator Rick Scott, the number one priority is for Republicans that they're running is saluting the flag and teaching people in school that America is great. And education. Number 2, no mentioning of race. On forms.
And
incidentally,
all this racial paperwork we're bogged down in.
Well, be clear why you wouldn't want to keep track of that. It's the same reason why you had police departments didn't keep track of how many times people were killed by step number 1 to ignoring a problem is to literally seek no data on it.
Yeah, don't measure it.
Don't measure it. But go back a little bit. I just want to hear just this. Yeah, go ahead from there.
Remains a true toss-up with close races all across the country. So, what should Democrats be focusing on between now and November? Let's talk to an independent about it. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont is here. Senator, good morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
I sat down just the other day with Rick Scott, a Republican senator, and he talked a bit about the Republican priorities. They are saluting the flag, learning that America is great, education. They don't want people asking about race or ethnicity on any government forum. That's their second priority.
That's their second priority. That's their second priority. No asking about race on forms. I mean, it's just...
Talk about kitchen table issues.
My God. We're hitting people. This whole salute the flag thing is really, it's out of control. This is our number one political priority.
I mean,
we are delivering for the people.
Have you watched a sports game? I mean, I would say like 30% of people don't take their hats off at games when the national anthem is playing.
I will say this, that when I went to Polar Park in Worcester, you got the anthem up front. Mm-hmm. Stand up, take your hat off, put your hand on your heart, which I did not do. I did take the hat off. and only because I didn't want to get into a fight with anybody.
That's
with
my
son
play
there.
always too, right?
But
Hat
then
off,
it's seventh inning. They do God Bless America, and you got to do the same thing again.
You don't have to stand for
God
God,
bless
bless
They
America.
made people stand for God Bless America and take the hat off.
Say God right in the Massachusetts way.
God.
Gad.
Gad.
What are we doing for the God Bless America thing? That's ridiculous. But there it is. So, and of course, if the Republicans win, people with my attitude, forget it.
No.
You're out of luck, buddy. And so
Lock
no
him
race on
up.
forms, and then crime and immigration are 3 and 4. Unbelievable. Just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised Mr. Potato Head didn't make it on for there.
It's hard to really say like, oh, we're gonna hit the Democrats on this crime stuff, but after we hit them on the not saluting the flag enough stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a slippery slope.